Bust 3 shots for the purge, never cheap shots for the purge. You taking cheap shots for the burn? We got the streets watching the purge, making weed hot in return. Haters on the sideline, keep watching, observe. Keeping company with ops on the curb. We not for the herbs like celery, rocking the burbs. Brother, we clocking and earn, locking and turn.
I feel like y'all not doing y'all job right. All right.
In a world where Sean Diddy Combs officially changes his name to Daddy Epstein.
There is something seriously wrong with this world, man. But you know what? Once again, the purge of the BS must begin. This week has just been crazy. It's just been an amazing week in the realms of BS, just to let you know. So as usual, I gotta call my boys. I gotta call Bricks. I gotta call Bravo, and I gotta get them on here right now. So gentlemen, would you please join me in another purge of the BS? Please.
Of course I will.
Yeah, as soon as we get the sample on
my goodness.
Cool.
Guys, there is so much going on this week, man. We got
remix. Stupid. Take that.
You know, Taylor Swift is beefing with Kim Kardashian right now.
Hell yeah.
What?
Talk that shit, girl.
Right.
Yeah, apparently Taylor Swift has a brand new project out, and she has taken shots at Kim Kardashian. Like,
is it called We Still Don't Trust Bitches?
It should have been. It's something else like the Tortured Poets Society or something, some abstract ass name. But she's got a couple of songs on there. I listened to it. I'm not a Swift fan, really, but I listened to it.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We need to get this on record.
You can't handle
You are not a Swiftie?
No, I'm not. I'm not a Swiftie. And I will say this, Taylor Swift's music is kind of like depressing to me. You know, like if you listen to it, it's very depressing. And I can see why people, who are sad would love to listen to some of her stuff,
Well, I think her music is depressing because she dates people and then makes billions about talking about those dudes she dated.
Right.
I think that's depressing.
What is Travis Kelce next? Travis Kelce gonna be the next one?
Have you seen her ass?
Who, Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
What ass? That back hole?
Yeah. That living replica of a wall locker.
Just for me personally, Taylor Swift
will never last, bro.
Yeah, from under spout.
Yeah, but Taylor Swift, she's not known for being a baddie. That's why she's not in our baddie segment. She's not a baddie.
She has a very pretty face, but
yeah,
her we call it derriere. It resembles like one of them rhino speakers. Long ass. Like them 1980s sensible jeans asses.
Right, you can tell she used to sing country because she's built like a Dixie straw.
Yeah, like she might have a rectangular butthole.
Oh, she one of the people that would just stand up and they like butt naked. You could see their butthole without them pulling their cheeks open. One of those, just like there's nothing there. Really? Right. You blow across the top of it like glass.
How does the back of your thong slip around?
All right, hold on, guys. Hold on. We're supposed to be talking about
her tail ain't swift.
Not at all. But we're talking about the beef. And me personally, the reason why this has made it into a topic for Purge of the BS is I'm a little tired of everybody beefing and then they drop a project right behind the beef. Like it's just this thing to get everybody looking at you.
Called promotion.
And then, but I will say this, I'm noticing a lot more artists just dropping projects without saying nothing because the bootleggers can't get to it first. So Taylor Swift did the same thing. She dropped that shit, yesterday? They put within the last few days. And nobody knew it was coming out. And it's 15 songs. So she did a whole project nobody knew about, then dropped it, and apparently there's a diss track about Kim Kardashian on there.
Which is silly to me. I mean, it has been proven that you cannot take Kim Kardashian down.
Yes.
And I say that because if your career started with Ray J. You know what I'm saying? And they just overlook it. And I don't mean it could have been anybody else, but like what I'm saying is, you know, like a porn remix that your mom put out. You know, that in itself.
So Kim K in her heyday started with Ray J, and now today she was with Ye.
Yeah, I just made.
Okay.
By the
Okay. Well, guys, remember we were talking about that J. Cole and all that other stuff and that beef that was sort of going on. And Drake recently came back and he did something. And yeah, that was certified soft. Drake came back. He dropped something. It was all right. It was like drop and give me 50. It was all right. But I personally...
Not in the days of Diddy. You can't say that.
I think that Kim Kardashian and Taylor Swift should settle their beef in the most respectful of ways. Mud wrestling. I just think that's a great way
I want
to
this to be a
I would
short
happily pirate that stream.
Yeah, I want this to be a short that focuses on you when you said that, you dirtbag piece of shit. You misogynist.
No, wait. Before
I'm gonna tell you right now.
I will say this.
You wouldn't tune in?
I would definitely tune in. But what I'm trying to say is this. It's been so much beef happening in Black Hollywood and Black arts and all that stuff. I like the fact that these white girls are getting it in and beefing with each other, because we've been tearing ourselves down for a minute.
So what, we're going to tear them down now? We're going to tear them down? I want them
to tear each other down. Fuck
tear
it. You
down
know
the whole
in a respectful match of mud wrestling. I just think there's no better way. I think there's no better way to handle these types of differences than to put some people in a pit full of mud.
I mean, that would degrade them. You know what? Let's
I'd like to see that.
Let's not do that way. Let's give them a fair chance. Let's give them a fair chance. No mud wrestling and no olive oil. Let's just do accelerated strip poker.
Okay.
Or maybe strip
What the hell is strip Anyway, you know what? We're supposed to be.
They could have a heated game of I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
Oh, right. Okay. Well,
Or,
since we're talking about.
10 out of time for a dime. 10 out of time for a
God.
I'll buy
maybe
that for $1.
Right.
Maybe a bikini-clad twister competition between the two of them.
You know what? That could be done by AI. Unless there's nipples showing, I won't know it's true.
Okay. Well, we'll make sure that you're ringside for whatever, and you can verify the shown nipples. Okay.
I don't know if I want to see Taylor Swift in the mud. She might look like a scorpion or something.
Let's just hope that the main media outlets find a way for these two women to settle their differences in a healthy way.
You remember how that girl walked down the stairs upside down in The Grudge?
Yes.
Right. Yeah. You said she's going to look like a mud skipper or a largemouth bass. Is that what you said?
Looking like some pants hanging on a clothesline, just moving around.
I personally would
just put them on Taylor so they
I
can
wouldn't
dry.
mind watching Kim Kardashian's big old ass moving around.
She removed the ass, dog. Yeah, you ain't know?
Do that? No.
Because skinny's the thing now.
Skinny's the thing now? I mean, it is. I mean, and I prefer petite women because in, most cases you can really tell that those are women.
I mean, even OJ's daughter is skinny now, like, what was her name? The other Kardashian, the thick one.
What, Fruit Punch?
Oh, Chloe?
Yeah, Chloe. Yeah.
Frankenberry.
Right. Yeah. Even OJ's daughter's skinny now. Yeah.
Is that truth or you just shooting one?
I don't know.
Let's get the DNA results. Let's go on Maury and find out.
I was fairly surprised to find out, even though I knew her name was Nicole Richie, I didn't know that was his daughter. When I found that out, I was like, man, she was kind of attractive. And he is not. He looks like if a human face could be a motorcycle helmet. Like
who's the he you talking about?
Device.
Guys,
Nicole Richie. We are talking shop right now.
I know what we're talking.
People need to hear this shit.
Well, what the people,
right?
But you know what the people come to see. when they come
Lionel
to the purge
Richie looks
of
like
the BS.
somebody did plastic surgery on his face and then glued some plastic surgery on his fucking face. It looks terrible. But I tell you what, it always
he looks like no takesy backsies.
Like I'm impressed not only by his music, but the fact that he taught himself to speak with a non-geographic diction. But what he started out with was goddamn ridiculous. Like, oh, girl, when I first met you, my life had no direction. No,
I like the fact that he did a top selling country album. What was it called? Tennessee or some shit like that. That shit is dope. I like the fact that he can jump genres like that. Lionel Richie is dope, yo. The song
He's been doing that since Kenny Rogers, though, man.
Exactly, but this was the album that he recorded and sang himself and wrote.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you can't keep a writer down because guess what? I have never commended Ice Cube on his lyrical prowess, but the fact that he keeps writing something relevant and keeps delivering it on a banging ass beat, I cannot even be mad.
I wouldn't know, to be honest with you, because he lost me with one of his lyrics. I believe it was "Yeah, and Don Mega." I was like, who the fuck is this guy?
It wasn't "We Be Clubbing."
Everybody like it when the girl takes something.
Right. All the baby steals are running away.
He did come up with the cult classic Friday in that Friday series. So
he did that song. What is it? Cause I get wicked. Remember that shit? Bigot. Cause I get wicked.
Hey, they loved Ice Cube.
Yo, when Ice Cube came out with Jackin' for Beats, wasn't nothing better than Ice Cube, bro. He was walking around with a full-grown Jerry curl, and everybody was still rocking with him. Yo.
But the same thing for 50. Same thing for 50.
50 never had no Jerry curl now. Never.
What? Who didn't have no Jerry curl?
Don't disrespect 50 and say he had the Jerry curl.
No, I said 50 with How to Rob. That was the Jackin' for Beats.
But my point was just that he was able to do this with a Jerry curl and pull it off.
But that's what I'm.
Let's get back to Lionel Richie real quick, bro.
Was that the topic?
It wasn't, but that's where we are.
I brought it to fruition. Lionel Richie, man. You remember that song "Endless Love" with him and Diana Ross?
It sound like Tangerine.
Endless love.
Right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, say your names.
Yeah. I still got it.
I was talking to a friend the other day about it. Yo, we will never have music like that again, ever.
Shit, we said it on this show.
That's not true. It's gonna happen.
Maybe that's what I was talking to the other day.
Yeah, it was us. We were the friends. We were the friends you were talking.
It's terrible.
No, it's gonna happen again. It's gonna happen again because guess what? Because you know what? You know why it's gonna happen again? Because right now everybody was in love with AI, and now AI is the enemy, and creativity is starting to become like, yo, that sounds like AI. We ain't fucking with you. It's gonna go back to the musicians soon. It really is. All this shit is cyclical, man. I mean, how many times have we gone from baggy to skinny jeans in our lifetime? And like personally, for each. No, not wearing them. I'm talking about what was popular.
Fitted jeans to baggy. To tight.
Yeah, I didn't go to tight.
I just wear baggy jeans. I'm
not talking about what you wear, but I'm talking about what is like fashionably accessible, accepted right now.
But see, I don't think
afros.
that. I gotta pick at your example, but I do agree with your point. But your example, I'm glad you brought that up. They made people get into skinny jeans only because they didn't want to pay the price that it takes to make baggy jeans. Because baggy jeans are normally like anywhere from 4 to 5 pounds. Excuse me. And so what they said was, we'll cut these into designer jeans, which you will always pay more for designer jeans, but the pant itself will be like 2 or 3 pounds. So you're paying more for less.
I'm just saying
that's why skinny jeans are out.
I don't say that. I don't say that because I have no facts to back it up. I don't. But I'm just saying that fashion usually goes against what is popular now. What has been popular, fashion goes against that and does the other thing.
Did you see?
Then they want to be avant-garde. That's really what happens all the time.
Did you see that? Did you see that picture with Kanye and that big ass Sharpay looking fur coat he had on with him and his girl? Did you see that one? Oh Lord, I'll let you see it.
Kanye needs a counselor and some medicine, and then we'll get some good albums again.
No, he looks so funny, man. It's hilarious.
Enjoy Kanye's albums, but anyway, go ahead.
We got to get to the trim.
That we do.
The real trim.
God.
Now, granted, as much as we would have liked to see Taylor Swift versus Kim Kardashian in some type of bikini-clad wrestling event, we have to bring our baddie in the bright lights to the screen, okay? Now,
in the words of Kendrick v. J. Cole.
Mm-hmm. Enough.
Oh.
Now, I'm bringing back this baddie. This is one we came up with.
She never left, bro.
And she has recently been back in the news because her and Nelly are expecting. And they're getting married, apparently. I didn't know that. So yeah, look at his face, though.
Yo, this dude looked like a security guard at Eastside High.
Yo, he looked like he looking in the crowd to see who's about to serve him papers.
Here's the thing, though, guys. We all knew that Nelly and Ashanti were kind of a thing back in the day. They've always been a thing, right?
Yeah.
But this is their first child that they're having together. I think it's a little late to be still having kids, though. Me personally.
What do they call themselves with their power couple name? Like a Shelly or an Ashanti?
Nanti.
I like Nashanti. I like it.
Nalanti,
you see how they're matching in this picture, right?
He looks like he kind of has the face of a primate, though. Like
a little bit,
a
little bit.
He does. I'm talking about his jawline. Like if you look at Caesar off of the Planet of the Apes movie, he would jump off that tree and fuck you up.
He does have that I discovered fire look. Yeah.
She is beautiful. Why are we looking at his corny ass?
Yeah, let's get that off of there and let's do this.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
That's a little better.
Yo, the monkey has a mitten. I like it.
Do that. All right, gentlemen, let's not be disrespectful.
I said the
to
Ashanti
because she is soon to be somebody else's mama, and she's
like
about to
say that
get
about
married
somebody else's mama before.
How old is she now? Like 40 something?
She's in her 40s. She's in her 40s, early 40s, but she's in her 40s.
Somebody
tell her to have another kid.
Folic acid.
Yeah, she looks really good.
Folic acid.
You said folic and acid. What?
I said, don't tell her to lay off the folic. Somebody tell her to lay off the folic acid. As far as because that's a thing that doctors used to tell expecting mothers to have. When you can do it with your diet, you take folic acid tablets, and it's known to do some other things. I'm living proof of that. Not myself, but I've had a kid that too much folic acid does something. So yeah.
Well, nonetheless, Ashanti is 43.
Damn, she's younger than me.
Yeah, she's 43.
Why are we old?
I don't know, man.
Well, we stayed around here for too long. And
if
now
you was on the radio when I was growing up at some point, you was supposed to be older than me, damn it.
Right.
Unless you was sold for real.
Yeah. Well, ABC or one of them joints. Well, actually, ABC was like right around our age. I want to say that.
Where is LBD?
Can't remember who that is.
Hold on. If you talk about Al BD, the radio host, he's still radioing.
I know.
Oh, that, okay.
Doodoo Brown.
Yeah, he's still doing his thing. He's got like a podcast situation going on, but he's still doing his thing.
All right, LBD.
So,
LBD.
Like I said, guys, I wanted to give y'all a quick glimpse of my baddie in the bright lights for the week. We want to congratulate her and Nelly on their engagement.
Congratulations on being fine as hell.
Yeah,
and I saw no traces of peach fuzz on her face, which is my only drawback back in the day.
She look good. She do look good. And I always had like kind of a crush on Ashanti. I never really thought she could sing, but I did think she looked good. She was always.
She was one of those whisper singers. Ashanti is the best singer, but she does what she needs to do. Because when remember that Biggie shit, that One More Chance. When she did the remix to that, I was like, okay.
Well,
certain songs you just don't remix, and she did it, and it was dope. I mean, I was a big fan of the whole Bad Boy, Murder Inc. collaborations. Like that music back in the day was all great. Even with like the Ja Rule, all of that shit, man.
It was really creative music. I think that's why we liked it. Nothing really sounded the same. It was different.
The thing is that she's off the market, and so we already know who her man is. But
she
we
been
need to
fucking with
figure
Nelly
out
for
who's
30
the next
years.
man's. Hint, hint.
What the fuck is wrong with this nigga? That's your man. That's your man.
Hey, who man's is this? Oh, man's is this?
This whose man's that I got for y'all today is, it's not a man, okay? So.
Well, then do I need to find another skit intro?
No, this one just came to me today. This was a late development story. So, guys, I got to bring this story to you because we have been getting a lot of flack for our opinions about good versus bad law enforcement, right?
One of our 5 subscribers said that.
Right.
I'll go to their house because I know them all.
I'm pretty sure in an overall sense, people have the sentiment that there's a lot of police that are not doing the job correctly, right?
That's a real fact.
And most recently, I was sent a clip of body cam where GloRilla got arrested. Did you guys hear about that?
No.
Do you know who GloRilla is?
Yeah,
right?
I know GloRilla.
Right. She's the one that, she sounds interesting to me. Let me just say that. I
need you to say what you mean, man.
I can't because
don't bring BS to the purge.
No. This is the thing. I don't want to talk bad about.
Because you don't want to end up in a short looking crazy like us. That's why.
No, we're not doing that. That's not why. The reason why is
our shorts be all fucked up, and his shorts be like, when Moses crossed the sands, the Israelites followed for 40 years. Thank you very much. That's enough for African American theater. Then you hear this.
Yeah, our shorts be like, and that's why I always donkey punch bitches. And he'd be like, this is why I believe in women's rights.
Big shouts out to the League of Women Voters.
Yes.
Exactly. I'm an ally.
Well, guys, I have a clip for y'all that we have to watch together. It's a little bit longer than normal, so we'll probably have to do some. We're going to do some commentary.
She would have said it, but instead she just said,
oh, no.
Yeah, see?
No.
That's our shorts.
No.
Right there.
But see, I'm trying to get to the whatever I'm trying to get to.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get to it. All right, see? Let me just show y'all some shit, okay? Now, because I could not show the entire video, the video is 30-something minutes long of this arrest. I'm going to give you a little bit of context. I'm going to play it. We're going to talk about it, okay? She was pulled over for making an illegal U-turn.
That bitch like Lil Romeo in the wig right now.
Lil Romeo and Lil Mama together, right? Anyway, so she got pulled over. Officer approaches the car and smells things, as the officers do. So we're going to run through this. Like I said, this clip is 3 minutes, but it was 30. I had to chop 3 minutes out of it. So we're going to go through this, but I want y'all to give me your honest opinion on how well we feel that the officer did and how well we feel GloRilla did in this interaction. Okay? Are you guys ready for this shit? They're ready,
man.
They're fucking ready. They've been fucking ready.
It's not enough like go to jail for because I'm not. It's not enough weed for me to go to jail for that.
So they smell weed, and she's talking about it's not enough weed in the car.
Yeah.
It's helping you.
Your camera come. Do I look creepy for your camera? Do I look creepy?
Not unless I do this.
Yeah, okay. I can't roll my window back up.
I'd like to see both of you guys, so no.
Is it allowed that I gotta have my window down?
You can have it up. That's fine. If I can just, you told me there's a gun in here, so just for your safety.
Oh yeah, she did tell them that she had a gun in the car too.
No, man. I have your driver's license. Just don't reach back here, okay?
I will never do this.
Thank you.
Oh, can I record while we're doing this so you won't? Yeah, okay.
Yes, sir.
Hold on. I don't want you to say that I reach for them and I ain't reach for it. I'm around my window.
Yes, sir.
I'm not gonna reach for it.
Yes, sir.
So the officer's waiting on another cop to get there. That's where all this
There's
conversation.
another one in your suitcase, and then okay.
Two guns. Two
More
guns.
back here in the back seat. Okay.
I like her.
What I gotta do, walk around or something?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. So I'm going to speak to you. She said a few drinks, and then
I ain't saying.
so earlier I asked you if you had anything to drink. Okay. Are you willing just to see if you can make it home? I would feel better. Would you be willing?
Hold on, I guess gotta pause it right there. I know y'all caught this officer saying to the other officer that she said she had a few drinks. I watched the entire video. She never said that.
Right.
The lady was like, "How many drinks have you had?" And she was like, "I'm fine." Yeah, she was like, "I'm fine. I'm not even." This is early in the video, and she said, "Well, how many drinks have you had?" And she was like, "I'm fine. I'm not. There's nothing wrong with me." So she never actually said that she had any drinks or how many drinks. But as soon as that other officer got there, that first cop says, she said she had a few drinks tonight. So she's already setting this situation up without even doing any real testing.
She better get another chain on these niggas.
Let me let it keep going. I just had to give y'all that first piece because that was the first part that angered me, was the fact that I heard this woman say that she said something that I knew she had not said because I watched the whole thing. And that's how them police be getting. Let's continue. So.
Submit to field sobriety test?
Yeah.
So let's start the first evaluation. You're a little bit taller than that. Okay, so I'm just going to check.
From the neck down, though, boy.
Are you on any medications? Do you have any issues, any brain injuries, leg issues that would prevent you from proceeding the evaluations? No? And I want you to stand still. And I want you to look at the tip of my finger with your eyes and your eyes only, okay? Don't move your head. Do you understand?
Now they do this eye test for about 3 minutes. Cut it down though. 3 minutes of the same eye test.
So that is the first evaluation. Okay. Once you start this evaluation, I don't want you to stop. Do you understand? Until you.
That wasn't a violation. She never moved her head. That's the. Pause him real quick. See, the whole reason why they do the follow is because when you're drunk, you move your head to follow the light.
Your head and your eyes can't
never moved. And she called that a violation. So she lied to the oncoming officer. And she said she failed that field sobriety. When we saw on cam, she never moved her chin.
Oh, just there's more. There's more. I must show you more.
Let's go.
Are you prepared, Bricks? Or how you feeling so far? Because Bricks don't like this kind of shit with the police.
I know you're really angry.
I know you are. I know you are.
It's just her posture alone says she's all right.
Right. Let me give y'all the last. Let me give y'all the
about white people.
Yeah, let me give y'all the last little chunk here where she does the actual, field sobriety test.
Don't ever tell me that again.
Okay.
Point it to you again.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2.
Sped up a little bit, but you're doing all right.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So you're gonna pick whatever foot. I want you to raise it about 6 inches off the ground. Hands by your side, both legs straight. Okay.
Okay.
And once I tell you to start, you're gonna count out loud. Raise your foot, 6 inches. Okay. Hands by your side, keep them both straight.
Now this is sped up because she goes 30 seconds of this. 30 seconds on one foot.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
All right, ma'am. So that was the last 3 of those evaluations, okay? So
I got more.
I've got one more question, okay?
Okay.
Would you submit to a roadside PBT test, like where you blow into it?
I passed all these tests, though, right?
So I will explain it to you in a little bit, but
Can you find some now?
no, ma'am.
You did my rights?
So I'm proceeding with the evaluation. You said it would be okay, right? So I've got to complete them.
There's a
and then
nipple
I'll
out
explain
there.
to you in just a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm taking this.
That doesn't change anything. You still are going to be arrested.
Well, what do you have any proof on me?
No, ma'am, I do. Okay.
What's your proof?
So the evaluations that we do, they check your...
To this bullshit.
It checks all kinds of things, okay?
Yeah.
She getting the bag.
And now, whether you do the breath test or not, now that is voluntary. You can still, if you wish to do it.
No, just let it determine that I'm drunk.
Ma'am?
Is the test determined it?
Yes, ma'am. The evaluations are stating that you are over the legal limit to be driving.
See what I'm saying?
Where the proof is? I just passed everything. I did everything you told me.
Now, gentlemen, being that we're grown-ups and we have been intoxicated before, have you guys ever had to take a field sobriety test?
I actually practiced them. I practiced them.
There you go.
I always passed.
Okay, so in your opinion, viewing what we saw GloRilla doing, how did you feel about whether or not she passed that test?
I feel like she's the one that should have the badge.
First of all, that flashlight test in the eyes, that has nothing to do with how you move your head. It's the way your eyeballs, when you move your eyes to one side,
fluttering.
Right.
Flutter.
Yeah.
And it's also to check for pupil dilation in case you're on some real heavy shit.
But as far as the little sobriety tests where they tell you to do some, first of all, the police officer steps up and knows exactly what they want you to perform. You've never heard of this before. When is the last time you stood on one foot and said, let me see if I can raise my foot 6 inches and count to 30? So no matter whether you've been drinking or you're sober, you're sitting there and you're thinking, wait a minute, what do you want me to do? Right. All right. So now you're trying to focus yourself on doing whatever they're saying. So the reason why I got a DUI was because when I got out of the car, nice. When I got out of the car, the police officer told me, and if he knew his left from his right, but he says, I want you to walk forward. Then he says, now turn to your left. I said, if I turn to my left and I walk, I'm going to walk into my car. Now I feel like you're trying to set me up right now. Instead of going to the right.
Right.
So I said, sir, you either know your left or your right, but if I go that way, you're going to have me on camera looking real stupid. So he said, well, will you take the breathalyzer? No, I'm not doing that.
They had body cams there? I didn't know.
No, they didn't have body cams, but they had cameras in the car.
Dash cam. They had dash cams. Yeah, dash cam. Yeah.
So you can't hear what he's telling me to do.
Right.
But now what's worse, now that I look back on it, is all the cameras seeing me do is say...
argue with him, right.
Like I'm looking like a piece of shit. But it's like...
So it was worse back then.
I said, you want me to turn to the left and walk into my car so you can have that on that camera.
I have a much less favorable story.
I have a whole couple of those. I
just down to 40 off a challenge, and I had to get cross town in Long Beach. And I was doing that, and I was trying to get cross town, and I sped past a cop on Long Beach Boulevard. I passed all of sobriety tests. All of them. I did the fucking walk on the line. I did the hold the foot up. I did all that shit. You know what I mean? Lean your head back and touch your nose. I did all of that. Perfect. Still locked me up. I refused the breathalyzer, and that's why
they locked you up for. That's what they lock her up for.
But
really?
the thing is that they gave me, when I was in the tank, they told me if I wanted to get out now, I could take the breathalyzer now. But this is an hour later. This was 5 minutes after
your way through your system.
I had down to 40 to the bubbles 5 minutes before I got pulled over. Because I was just trying to get across town for a hit. Because I wanted some place to rest that night. You know what I mean?
He said, I'm going to pass out. I got to get somewhere.
Exactly. I knew what I was doing. I knew I had to be somewhere before this shit hit. I don't want to be on the road when this shit hit. This is back when St. Ides was king.
Well, you know what?
That is some pretty fucked up shit.
Yes,
you know what really grinds my gears?
And you say, what the fuck did I do last night?
No. Bad idea.
Everybody give it up for Briggs. Give it up for Briggs.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Captain
with the transitions.
You're welcome.
With the transitions. Well,
I try. The only thing is just cut my face.
No, you don't try. You do.
You can't handle the truth.
Doer. You're a doer.
Right.
Well, guys, I have a very, very interesting bad idea to run past you. There is
buy some bored apes.
No. I was sent an interesting clip of, kind of a where they do that at kind of thing. And there was a level of Karenistic caucasity.
Karenistic.
Yeah, that was just
that's a t-shirt right there. Yeah, Karenistic caucasity.
Barbarian.
It was absolutely ridiculous. And I have to share it with you guys. I have to. So this video came to me of a family trying to get some animals out of a tree so that they could take pictures of.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So
what animal are they trying to get out of the tree?
Well, let me let you watch the video and then you can talk.
Look like a spider monkey or some shit.
All the right people about to get fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little glitchy, so I'm sorry.
She's holding it.
It's a black bear cub.
No.
By the way.
Oh,
yes, sir.
Where's mama?
That's what I was.
The other guy's grabbing the other one.
Wow. So
why are they on this side of the fence? Toss them on that side of the fence.
Well, that's the problem. They're not. I don't think they're supposed to be fucking with these bears anyway.
Put it all over media. I'm holding a black bear. No.
So I'm gonna just go ahead and stop that there for you. But here's my thing, guys. I believe that they felt entitled to do this because these bears were black.
I agree.
They weren't worried about the daddy bear coming around because you know how black bears are.
you just like most black families, you got to worry about the mama.
Right. It's the mama you got to worry about. Yeah. So from what I heard, these people did not get mauled by a bear afterwards, but one of them did.
Did it kind of make you feel let down?
It did, because I felt like it was deserved.
Now, do you think that the mama bear looks at the babies and thinks, those niggas touched you, so I don't fuck with you no more, like birds?
I don't know if bears are like that. Yeah, I don't know if bears are like that.
Bears don't do that.
Yeah, bears just come and fuck you up for touching their kids. They do that.
Well, black bears are, because I actually have seen, like, I'm on the internet too. I've seen people go up with black bears, which are the smallest of bears in the United States. And they are afraid of people, so you can actually square up with a bear. Not suggesting that.
Please don't.
But you know what I mean. But you can square up with a bear and scare it enough that it'll run away because it just doesn't want to fuck with you because it can get easier food somewhere else, right?
So,
you know what?
But the thing is that you don't want to tempt fate because I will tell you this: a mama black bear sees you fucking with their babies, all that fear shit is off to the side.
Bro, I drove home from Maryland to North Carolina once, and I took the back road, and I'm driving, and I had like a Toyota Camry rental.
Was Diddy there?
I'm going to go with, I don't think so, but every time I hung out with him, I woke up with sore ass. It's crazy. I can't hang out with fucking Sean.
So I'm driving.
He said, Flavor came and ran away.
Right. Where's the ointment?
Oh my.
Anyway, but go ahead.
Anyway, so I'm driving at about 95 on this back road, right?
As you do.
I noticed this dog running across the street. So I'm slowing down, and I realized that dogs don't run like that. It was a big ass fucking black bear barreling across the street.
Right, galloping.
Yeah, like until you see the mouth on one of them things, that's a vicious snout. Like it will fuck you up. Like
have you ever seen a bear roar and that front lip go?
Does that shit?
Yes, he fucking grab me with his lips. Like this is crazy.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's wrong with some of these folks, man. But
apparently people get hit by bears, but even before the bite.
I'm gonna give you guys one guess.
That swipe that the bears do?
Yes.
With the claw, right? Yeah. I'm gonna give you one guess of what state that video's from.
That one right there?
Yeah.
Florida.
Knew it. He already knew it.
But you know what, Sekou?
God can bless a high mess. Amen.
He only needed one. He's good. He's good now. We got him back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, today, guys, is a special day. Okay? We're celebrating 420. Okay?
Right.
True.
For those that know what that is, you know what I'm talking about.
This is
those that don't know what it is.
21, but I get it.
Fucking weed day, nigga. Anyway.
Yeah, okay. Well, our quote of the day comes from one Bob Marley.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we got a Bob Marley quote today. All right, Bob Marley has been quoted in saying, "When you smoke the herb, you reveal yourself to yourself." That's what he said.
I don't know.
I don't know if he was high when he did it. I don't know if he was high, but it's one of his top quotes.
I don't like it because when I smoked weed back in the day, man, I would feel like self-conscious, like you're a corny motherfucker sometimes. Like the jokes would be flowing like the salmon the Capistrano, but then they slow down and I say some real, like, why did you just say that shit?
That's how I am with weed now. That's why I said in the other episode, like, I'm jealous of people who do drugs because I'm too old to do them now.
Yeah,
weed
never too old, my friend.
Weed gives me 3 minutes of euphoria and 15 hours of fucking self-reflection and nervousness.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Here's the thing.
Because I have shit to lose now. Now.
Yeah, but if you're losing shit because of weed, that's the problem, man. That's the bullshit. That's the bullshit right there.
No, you know why? You know why I say that is because I will smoke weed and feel right if I could. But I would like just say, for instance, I'm smoking weed and feeling right. Mm-hmm. And then I come across a goddamn GloRilla footage, and even if I did everything right, I'm still going to jail. That makes me nervous.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I get it. I don't like being not on point.
Police give me anxiety when I'm dead sober.
Yep.
So the thought of me just smoking some loud and the police be around, I'd be so like I'd probably be.
High will be blown. First of all, your
I
high
don't care how. No,
blowage.
your high doesn't get blown. You just have adrenaline, which ruins the high.
Yeah, the enjoyable part about your high is gone, but I'm still paranoid as fuck. Like, you know what? Every time I get out of the car, like Mike F said, I don't come home for months. I ain't fucking with y'all. Like, I identify with the people in the comments, man, you know, because they see us saying certain things and they're like, no, not all police officers are bad. But that's because they have a different perspective. But if like you're around somebody and, you know, every time you were around them, your anal O-ring was busted with a Bradley tank, you're not going to have a real positive outlook. I don't fuck with none of them, yo. Like, not anymore. You can't show me any good examples. Like every video you see, like when you see a good video of a police officer, are they really policing? It may be, but most times, 9 times out of 10, they're having a race or they're playing
basketball or going down the slide or some shit.
The real question is who's filming
Here's the thing. On the other side of the coin is that the reason why I don't go absolutely ham sandwich on hating the blue is because if I had to deal with the worst as the job, had to deal with the worst part of society as a job, you don't think you would be jaded? You don't think you would make some snap decisions? You don't think you would be fucked up in some kind of way in your brain? And especially if you policing in an affluent community, everybody you fucking with makes more than you.
So that makes you mad too?
You know what I mean? So, I'm just like, so that's the other side of the coin. I still don't trust blue 100%, but I know we need it. But the thing is that they make me nervous because most of the folks that I know that became police officers did it because 1, they had no other choice, or 2, they wanted hood fame. They wanted to be important. They wanted to feel important.
Well,
I don't care how many fucking comments y'all leave. I'm sorry. It's like telling a slave to love his master.
On some real shit.
He lets you slip inside.
Let me put the
how many times I've been pleasant and been talked to? Like, I don't make. Well, my friend Andre told me not to talk, but I do better than most police officers. But I'm talked to like I'm getting paid minimum wage in 1984. And I was so polite. Like, literally, when a police officer pulls me over, and I only know this because my dad used to tell me this shit, he would say, look, tell him I'm in law enforcement. I didn't really understand why, but I do now. But he would say, pull out your license and registration, put it on top of the car, and sit your keys on top of it, and then put your hands over the wheel like this. He said it's all non-threatening, and when they walk up, they all ask you, why do you have your hands like this? And you just say, well, my father was in law enforcement for over 25 years. Great cop. He says, if I do this, then you will not feel threatened. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
and I still get talked to like Toby.
Nigga, you know what happened to me a couple of weeks back? I got caught speeding. Yes, I was driving hot. I was driving very fast. Yes, that's true. But the dude pulled me over. I was very friendly. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I was driving a little hot. I never admitted to my speed and all that. I already know. You know what I mean? But I was like, yeah, you know what? I just want to give you everything you want because I don't want to get shot. And his retort was, yeah, I understand. Don't do anything to make me shoot you. And I was like, am I supposed to laugh at that?
Yeah, you were supposed to because that's cop humor. That's what that was.
I'm like,
yeah,
this ain't cool. I'm like, that ain't cool. And that lets me know that he's drinking in that power, yo. Mm-hmm. Because he still has to share a Netflix account.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? He's still on his mama's Costco card.
I want to reel this back into our 420 conversation because currently in the United States, I think it's about half of the states, somewhere around like 25 states, have already legalized, recreational. The Fed hasn't, but that's the and here's the thing. When you go from one state to another state, there are differences in laws, right?
With weed, that's called trafficking.
True. That's very true. That's very true. But
that's a Fed charge.
If you personally, right, let's say you take a trip somewhere to where weed is legal, like Vegas. You go to Vegas for a week, right? You don't normally smoke, but you're in Vegas. You went in Vegas, do as Vegas does, right? You do something, you come back, and your job decides they want to now piss test you, and you lose your job over something that when you did it wasn't illegal. It's not something that you do all the time. It was just, hey, I was out in Vegas, and that shit's cool over there. You can buy it in the corner store. So my issue that I'm having, because, most recently, Ron DeSantis, Ron DeSantis, the Florida governor.
Your favorite guy.
No, he's not my favorite guy.
Yeah,
he's not my favorite guy.
Governor White Boots.
No, he is not my favorite guy. And I'm telling you why.
Throw a picture with him in his white boots on surveying a fucking
picture for you. I got this picture for you. So Ron DeSantis is, for those that don't know, Florida has a legalization vote coming up in November for the ballot this year to legalize in Florida so that when tourists come down, they can.
None of that shit matters though, because as long as it's still Schedule 1 with the feds, this is the fucking lie everybody's being told right now.
Let's talk about it. This
is the lie everybody's being told right now. Yeah, okay, states right. Fuck that shit, because the feds bust you. The feds will bust you, and then you're done. And Fed time is 90% of the time. When you get Fed time, you got to do 90% of it. So it's like I don't care what any state says until the Fed takes it off of Schedule 1. None of this shit is safe. Period.
Well, here's the thing: if it's for sale in these states, the states are making money off of it, billions of dollars.
You keep saying states.
Well,
wait a minute, you just had that face like you just want to disagree with him, yeah.
I don't.
Not you. Bravo,
no, I'm just saying
state.
You keep fucking states. I'm talking about the feds. I love what the states are doing.
I hear that,
but it doesn't matter though.
It doesn't matter. If police if it's cool in the state, man, police is walking by that shit.
I'll tell you what. I was in Baltimore back in I want to say it was the summertime. It was right after they did the legalization method last year, and there was police outside. People were smoking. It was all love. Like it was almost like a different world because I hadn't been there in a while, and so I wasn't used to that. I'm used to when the police are around, everybody's nervous.
Just wish weed smelled like weed smelled in high school, because now it just smells like some funky ass lemons.
Well, that's
like somebody literally smoking detergent outside.
and that's what I wanted to. That's what I
citrus.
That's why I wanted to bring up this Ron DeSantis.
It's like somebody rolled up a black ice air freshener and smoked that shit.
Well, Ron DeSantis is worried.
Armpits. All right, go ahead.
DeSantis is worried. He's worried that legalizing marijuana in Florida, people will start smoking and it'll mess up the atmosphere. He's talking about literal like weed pollution is his thing.
What?
He's dumb. He's stupid.
And that's why it's on Purge of the BS. That's why it's on Purge of the BS.
He doesn't want it to be legalized so them boys in DC can still get paid off of that shit.
Yeah. But they're getting paid off of it. The dispensaries got to pay fucking taxes.
Bro, I know you got to pay taxes, but what I'm saying is it's a lot easier to get a lot more money for busting a motherfucker with a whole bunch of pounds of that shit. Putting
them in fed jail and then charging the state for it. Yes.
Exactly.
Charging the feds for it. Yes.
Okay. Taking reasons away to lock black people up, and they don't want that.
As soon as the prison complex,
when you pull them over, you can smell that loud.
Oh, I love smelling
that shit could be in the trunk.
But
that shit could be in the trunk. You smell it.
You know, the thing is that as soon as prisons are no longer private, this shit will fucking drastically reduce because there's money in locking motherfuckers up.
Exactly.
But it doesn't matter if it's private or state owned. It's still money.
Explain.
It's still money in the prison system. There's still money in there. Hold on. Let me be real. When a person is in jail, okay, if they got to spend some time there, they have this thing that I know everybody knows of called commissary, right? Yeah. Commissary is just food that you could buy on the outside, marked up 5 times. A pack of noodles that you would spend 30 cents a pack, you get 3 of them for $1 in Dollar General. You will pay $2 for 1 pack. So if you want 3 packs, you're going to spend $6. That's your family sending money. That money gets basically taxed by them marking everything up, and that money's being made regardless of whether the prison is private or state owned. The commissary system is still there.
My only problem with that argument is that you're thinking on our level. You got to think 3 levels up. How much does it actually cost to keep a prisoner safe and alive in a prison?
Like
for sake of argument, for round numbers, let's say it's $10 a week. How much do you think that prison charges the feds to keep that prisoner alive? They charge the fucking feds like $400.
Well,
but that's what I'm trying to say.
I hear what you're saying, but the money is still there. It is still being.
No, yes, but the thing is, the incentive by the people who don't get locked up and the people who own these prisons is way more than not locking people up in the first place.
So what's the incentive for the police in a state where marijuana is legal? What would be their incentive to even deal with the feds?
The same reason they have red light tickets is to generate revenue for the state.
But if it's legal in the state, how can they generate revenue by involving the feds?
But that
marijuana stuff. I'm not talking about the jails. I'm talking about like if the state says this is legal and the feds say it's not legal, shouldn't the state people be calling the feds when they got something?
The feds always have a reason to pick somebody up.
Always. So I will say this, state to state, yeah, that is great. You know what I mean? Bars.
On a plate.
The state to state, that shit is great.
After 8.
But what all I'm saying is that if you cop, you know what I mean, you go to your favorite dispensary in Maryland and then you got to drive to Connecticut, and then you get busted for that weed and you have the receipt with it that you bought in Maryland at a dispensary, they can charge you for trafficking for every border you crossed.
That is true. And that's setup.
That's why I say it's still a problem.
Yeah, it's a setup. It is a setup. I see what you're saying. I just personally, I wanted to touch on it because of the 420 situation where it's a celebration happening on 420, but we're celebrating a setup. It is a setup.
It's a setup.
It really is. And
I want everybody who wants to smoke weed to be able to smoke weed and still have a job, because somebody needs to work at Taco Bell.
Yeah, I don't think Taco Bell is pissing.
They might be. But you know, there's ways around that. But we ain't gonna talk about it. We're not gonna talk about there's ways
Taco Bell
around
takes
piss.
cold piss.
Can you pull forward over there and yeah.
Well, Taco Bell take cold piss, yo. Don't worry about it. You fine. You all right.
We're not gonna talk trash.
Yeah, I'll wait for cold piss.
So, gentlemen, if there's anybody in your space that is a 420er, make sure you wish them a happy 420.
Happy fucking.
They're having a whole festival in DC.
Happy 420.
Hold up. Before I get out of here, I gotta say this. They're having a whole fucking festival in DC.
Yeah, yo.
How's it federally illegal in the goddamn capital?
Because it's too many police.
I know.
No, man, that doesn't make sense. It's DC. Setup. Wait a second, DC. If you go to DC,
doing this shit for years.
This is the bullshit. This is what I'm talking about. How is DC, the capital, is it legal? It's legal there. You can buy it. I've been there. So how the fuck is it federally illegal and I can buy the shit in DC?
Because strength in numbers, bro.
Some bullshit.
One roach does not strike fear in your heart. You can stomp that son of a bitch. But 50,000 roaches in your bedroom, it's time to go.
But I will tell you this.
I won't win because they having babies.
If you ever see a roach in the open, that means the walls are too crowded. That means you got a problem.
Right, that made me feel very uncomfortable.
Yeah, it made me feel uncomfortable too, man. And with that shit, you know what time it is now. I gotta go check my shit. Yeah, it's time to go, man. It's time to go. But here's the thing, Florida voters, if you watching this podcast, don't let Ron DeSantis tell grown-ups that they can't relax on a damn Friday night in their own house. Okay? Just because his little funky ass can't smoke and be cool like some people, that's what he's upset about. Because the state would make millions of dollars, and y'all know that. So when that bill comes across, for those that can still vote, you know what I'm saying?
That's real fact.
Vote yes. A yes for legalization is a no for DeSantis.
Can I throw something in there real quick?
Throw that shit in there.
I want to take over under bets on Diddy surviving the next 5 years.
It's not. What are you doing? Deadpool?
I really do. I think he has dirt on too many people that people ain't gonna let him go to trial, bro.
Yeah, I think the amount of commissary that he has is enough to keep him alive.
He'll be fine. He'll have
that's gonna run out because you know what extorters do? Extorters always want more.
No, you can't put Diddy in General Pop. He's gonna have a Martha Stewart kind of thing. Yeah. So,
but guess what? Epstein was secluded, and he hung himself.
I'm hung myself.
That was very
Say good night, Sekou.
Good night, Sekou.